this way. All right. He changed his draw. He was lifting his shoulder, so he stopped doing that. Well, once he stopped doing that, this leg had been compensating for that. So it started pushing him over because he was doing this. He was driving himself sideways so this leg would flex. So he stopped doing that and he was like, whoa, I'm going the other side. There's all these little inherent things in our draw. So what we have to do is find the balance in the index. That's why I tell you, bind yourself to the target, Scott Jelinski stuff. Feet are facing the target, bend the knees, okay? And then practice the motion until you can do it where it's completely safe and you can move the same way both ways. And your hands go to the same point. So you don't have any problem finding out where this is. It gives you kinesthetic index on that draw, okay? And if you ever have to draw your gun in a situation, you won't remember a problem if you practice enough. If you don't practice enough, what's going to happen? A checklist that's going to be full of pitfalls trying to get to that gun. What's the most important thing for an armed citizen? Probably the draw. Yeah, probably the draw. Yes, sir.
So when I'm coming back in, instead of coming all the way here and indexing and going in, I'm kind of curving.
Yeah, you can. I think with you especially, it's it's going to be dependent. He's a much higher level shooter, so when he comes back and he clears this, you just want to go right to that holster, and just push your hips a little bit, but it should just click right in. I'm big on looking the gun in because there's no reason to put the gun up if you're in a fight still. If the gun's over and you're full of adrenaline, it's very likely that you'll have a problem or accident then. And if you're putting your gun away and there's a threat and you need to look down range, you shouldn't be putting your gun away yet. All right. If everything's over, take that second and make sure it's clear. We talked about the thumb. You can use the thumb to make sure the holster's clear if you don't want to look. Same thing here. You can use the thumb, but you can just simply put it in there. How many of you had your shirt get caught in your holster today? Yeah. It's really a problem, So if you wear an undershirt, it's much worse. So make sure that you use the index, and if you need to, just look it in for that split second. Make sure it goes back in.